Separation! A 2021 film that pretty much proves that we have run out of titles for ghost movies. Seriously, I mean, I get why that's the title. It's just not a good title. Anyway, before I get into the movie, let me remind you all that for every 1,000 subscribers I do purchase one of these bracelets from the company 4Ocean. 4Ocean then pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean for me every time I do that. Of course, yes, this is a Band-Aid solution on a malignant tumor problem, but this is mostly about raising awareness and compelling people to understand that trash in the ocean is a problem. So if you could support me in supporting a cleaner world, all you have to do is comment on this video, hit that like button, share this with your friends, and of course subscribe if you haven't already, and you can help me make a better world. Anyway, Separation is the story of a man who is fighting with his late wife's father for custody of his child. Yes, what has happened here is that at the beginning of the movie, the first act of the film, the mother is killed in a car accident. And she was trying to take the child away from, they were separating. But she was trying to take the child away from the dad. No custody rights whatsoever, which isn't fair. And, you know, so when she passes away, the wealthy grandfather, or the wealthy father says, I lost my daughter, I want your daughter. Alright, basically. And this is complicated by the fact that the daughter appears to be seeing, everybody appears to be seeing a dark figure in the house that, you know, has a stake in things. I want to be kind of vague here, but yes, it's a haunting movie with a family drama, you know, and people are really crapping on this movie because of that. I don't think that's a bad thing. In fact, I honestly think this is going to be a cult film. I'm not saying it's terribly good, but the imagery is pretty convincing. You know, the puppetry and the things we're seeing and all of those sort of elements are all in the right place, okay? So whereas the movie is a little slow and the characters are a little unlikable, you know, you have to sort of look at the fact that this is a movie with a few unique properties that make it good. I mean, visually, this is not only a well-made movie, it is an interesting, a visually interesting film with, you know, moments in this sort of netherworld, this Beetlejuicean netherworld. If you're familiar with not only the movie Beetlejuice, but the cartoon series, there's a lot of reds and blacks. There's living skeletal trees and these bizarre characters that are on the one hand rather cute, but on the other hand still kind of scary. And it's an interesting juxtaposition. Now again, I'm not saying this movie is a masterpiece. I'm saying for what it is really well done. And I love the visuals of this film. I'm not saying it's a must-watch because I don't think it's that good, but whereas most people are saying that this is a skip, this is a watch-only-if-you're-bored film, I think this is something that should at least be low on your watch list. It is not, by definition, a bad movie. It is primarily a family drama, but the spooky elements, although kind of few and far between, make it worth it. So it's one of those films, I mean, it's sort of like Carnival of Souls, if you're familiar with, now that's a cult classic. Carnival of Souls, where, yeah, okay, you know, this is pretty objectively not that great of a movie. It's just kind of trippy. And there is some drug use in this film, and I guarantee you, if you take some kind of a hallucinogen before watching this film, you'll probably enjoy it a lot more. I mean, I would imagine, I've never smoked pot, but they say you really see the colors if you smoke pot. You don't necessarily taste them, and I think that would be too much for this movie, but this is definitely an acid horror film. Not a strong acid horror film, like a weak acid horror film, but it's still an acid horror film. So yeah, you know, I think for a PG-13 movie, it does have an R rating. I think it's more of a PG-13, but for a movie that I would classify as PG-13, it's a pretty solid film. Anyway, that's just my opinion, and I'd love to hear yours. Down in the comments below. I'm Richard. That's right, Randall the Rat here, and I'm back. Despite your best effort to be lazy, Richard, the owner of this channel, is still going to pay for a pound of trash to be removed from the ocean for every 1,000 subscribers after he gets monetized. He's paid for 2 pounds. He wants to pay for more. He wants to save the ocean at no cost to you. And what do you have to do? What do you have to do, lazy, disgusting, delicious human? You have to like this video and comment on it and encourage people to subscribe. Randall the Rat, could you come over? I mean, you look delicious. You know, come over. Maybe don't comment on this video, because then people will know you came over, and then I'll eat you and they'll know. Haven't had human in a while.